Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Bortles. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Bortles. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
11.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire. But in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The first carry for Josh Adams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Come on now. Let's go.
Now Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. Lion. 82.
Now Wentz. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
82, 40. Great 15. Run.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Gonna look deep for Jim. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Rumbling past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. Lucy. 372. Right there.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. His throw incomplete. Well, taking a glance across the NFL through 2 weeks of the season, you've got quite a few teams that are winless, which obviously makes sense 2 weeks in, but the John Gruden era not off to the best start there at 0-2, Charles.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, Brandon. I mean, the Raiders, I believe this is the 15th time in franchise history they've started 0-2. None of the previous 14 times have they started 0-2 and made the playoffs. So the John Gruden era, not off to the start they're looking for, but I do think they're going to improve during the year. I wouldn't rule them out just yet. They might make a little bit of history with their franchise. I think the Steelers and the Browns at 0-1-1, it's an odd record, but the Browns actually feel halfway decent about it if they can fix their kicking. The Steelers, utterly disappointed they're 0-1-1.
Yeah, but the Browns, you're right, they could very easily be 2-0 right now.
Lucy.
On 1st down, Bortles. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
372.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
11B.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
Mike 39, Lucy. Sunday.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final shot before half for Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start on the ground with Adams. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Throwing on first is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Lucy. Set. Green 80. Green set.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now Fournette, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Bortles now to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
81.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's got Adams on the hookup. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 yards there at a first down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now, Wentz again. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
To throw is Wentz. Being chased out, trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Bortles sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 44 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Bortles to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Steps away to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And able to follow his center and pick up the 1st. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, totally.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working from the gun, Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
372. 372.
Bortles going to look to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it is 28-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
We got three.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Bortles now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out come the Jags. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's go. Trip flat. Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Bortles now on 1st down. Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. On 1st down, Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. As this Chiefs offense comes back onto the field, let's dive a little deeper into their start so far and what we've seen from Patrick Mahomes. You know, one interesting nugget on that win at Pittsburgh, that was something that KC had not done since 1986.
That's pretty impressive. Both of them being in the AFC, they would encounter each other at times on schedule, right? They also encounter each other potentially in the playoffs. Number of opportunities gone for KC. Finally got it done with Patrick Mahomes. So the question has to be asked, though, They had Alex Smith, who was a terrific quarterback, was going to Pro Bowls. How did Kansas City know he would be this good? Did they know, or did they suspect, and they went with their instinct?
So I'm assuming you, like everybody else, think that KC may be a little bit better than we thought preseason?
I think there's no doubt about it. I think Patrick Mahomes allows them to expand their playbook and put the real big play back into effect with his arm to throw it downfield to Tyreek Hill.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11B, 11B. So right. Hey,
Shotgun now for Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down.
Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Bortles again. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian Jenkins. 56 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Kansas City gets the ball back here in a second and continuing to kind of analyze the start for Patrick Mahomes this year. 10 touchdowns, and we're told that's the most touchdowns in 2 weeks in the NFL in its history for a guy to start the season.
Yeah, can you believe that? First 2 weeks of the season, 10 touchdowns. I believe only 1 interception, too, right? So he's taking care of the ball quite well. And just think about this. Coming in and taking over a team that many...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for KC. 62 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Jaguars getting set to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nifty move. And he's got some space here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Dante Fowler able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. We don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they will take...
Can you hear me?